Practices. Practice number one. One of the most important practices that Ada Conde teaches is to observe how we talk to ourselves subconsciously. She believes that the abundance that we see outside of us, how much money we make, how much love we feel, how fulfilled we are in our work, how well we feel we do in our relationship with people who are important to us. A lot of it starts with the self-talk that we subconsciously execute every single hour of the day. So in most hours of the day, as we go on by our day-to-day tasks, whether it's brushing teeth, getting the kids ready to work, or driving home from work, or even standing in line at the store, in our heads, we're constantly performing some kind of a conversation. And a lot of this conversation is directed toward ourselves. And a lot of it is what she calls self-limiting. She doesn't call it self-limiting beliefs because in Russian, it's not an expression that you can say that, but she gives examples of those self-limiting beliefs or negative self-talk. So the first practice is to recognize when you are engaging in a negative self-talk. I'll give you an example. For example, I'm getting ready to go to work and I look around and I see that my desk is messy. And I say, I hate when you leave your desk messy before you leave for work. That's an example of a negative self-talk. Let's just say that I'm still getting ready for work and I cannot find where I've put an important document where I printed the night before. And I hit myself on the head like this and I say, stupid, why couldn't you put it where you could see it? Again, notice that this is an aggressive form of violence toward yourself and also a very rude way to speak to yourself. Also, as I'm getting ready for work and I'm looking for a document, I'm glancing at my watch and I notice that I'm starting to run a few minutes late. And I say, great, you're going to be late as usual. So notice that those are examples of a negative self-talk that are similar to how our parents might have talked to us when we were children or teenagers. And this negative self-talk becomes so common in our head that we hardly even stop to notice that we're constantly talking to ourselves like we talk to children who are not well behaved, who are not well dressed, who are not well organized, who are just no good. So the idea behind that negative self-talk is that with every of those statements, you're stupid, you're always late, you always leave your desk messy, we're basically saying you're not worthy, you're not good enough, you don't deserve to be on time, you don't deserve to be respected, you don't deserve to have an organized desk. And therefore, that message of not being worthy, not being enough, not being what we expect ourselves carries into ourselves and then like a conduit. So imagine that we're a conduit, and that conduit that we take this negative talk, we put it into ourselves, and then we project it into the outside world. And the idea is that you see in the outside world what you project, which means when I say I'm not worthy, I'm not organized, I'm always late. When other people talk negative to me, you're not worthy, you're always late, you're not organized, I receive it from the world and it hurts me. So when my boss says, Elena, you're not organized, that hurts. When somebody says me, Elena, you're always late, that hurts. But that hurt started from me first projecting it forward. Therefore, the first practice she teaches is to change your self-talk. So, for example, if we changed our self-talk to a positive self-talk, we would say, today I did not have time, or I prioritized getting ready over cleaning my desk, and I feel good that I made the right decision. I have taken care to print a document, and I have put it somewhere important, and I'm sure that I will find it shortly. Or I have prioritized finding this document over arriving there 1 minute earlier. And I feel that that was the right decision. And I feel happy that I am brave enough to make those decisions. So I feel happy that I'm brave enough to prioritize important things over non-important things. So can you see the difference between the two self-talks? You're always late. You always have a dirty, messy desk. You always lose stuff. Versus, I feel proud that I am brave enough to make right decisions. How do you think if I projected those two messages into the world and it reflected it back to me as a mirror, what kind of world would I have created? So the first practice is to switch your self-talk from critical nagging to feeling that you have achieved what you need to achieve, that you are making right choices, that you are correcting as you go. So self-reinforcing, self-affirming talk that we then expect from others, and we do not accept anything else.